Hurry up, kids. Good morning, everyone. How are you all?
Ma'am, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good as well. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Siddharth. Good morning, children. How are you?
Good morning.
Good. Why Jasmine has not joined today, so sir, where is she?
No, she is joining.
Okay. Are you studying at home, Suksej? Are you even opening the books at home?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure, I'll see that. I rarely receive your work, so I doubt it. Yes, children. So as you know that we were doing which chapter, kids?
Human settlement.
Human settlement or human environment?
Sorry, human environment. Ma'am.
We're doing a chapter human environment, right? And in
And
that
we have start from railways.
we have done roadways, and today we have to
Roadways.
do the railways, right? Can you please just give me a quick
Yes, ma'am.
review of what
Ma'am, I
all
cannot see the screen.
you'll be able to
Ma'am, now I can see.
Ma'am, I am also not able to see.
just wait.
I am able to see.
I think you'll be able to see the Krishna. Yes. So yes, kids, what I was saying is, yeah. So we have read about what is human environment. We have read about what are settlements. We have read about types of settlements, right? And there's further subdivisions. Then we started with transport. And there we read that there are major 4 types of transport in our country, which are waterways,
Roadways, railways, and waterways and airways.
right? Well done. So in that also we have finalized and discussed about roadways. We read how roadways are the best, are the best means of transport to cover short distances, right? Best and the fastest.
ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know why these people are not able to join. Krishna and Sushant.
And today's weather is due to the weather.
Yeah, it's a little bit, it's getting colder.
Ma'am,
day by
very
day.
foggy.
Instead of getting
Yes, ma'am.
better, it's getting colder day by day. God knows what's about to happen. We're almost by the end
Yes,
of the
Ma'am,
ma'am.
like Canada.
Yeah, it's the end of January. The weather must have been fine by now, but it's just getting worse. You all must take good care of yourself. Eat well, wear well.
Ma'am, after classes, I sit in heater. I sit on
On heater,
in
you
front of heater.
sit on the heater.
No, ma'am, in the front of heater.
In front of the heater, right? That's good. That way you can just keep by your side during the classes as well. Okay, right, children. So, railways, as we are talking about, railways are the fastest means of land transport. Okay, if we talk about longer distances, then railways are the fastest means of land transport,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
And are generally used for long distance travel, right? If we have to travel long distances, then we use railways only. I request you people to keep the videos on. It will be nicer to interact then. Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Somebody was saying something.
Ibad was
Yes, Ibad, you have something to say? Sorry. Okay. So railways are the fastest means of land transport and they're generally used for long distance traveling. Is there anyone in the class who has not traveled via train?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, all are traveled.
Ma'am.
Yeah, like that's what I was trying to say because it's very common as well that most of the people travel by train for longer distances. It's cheap. It's
Ma'am,
fast.
I travel for 12 hours journey.
Oh, that's quite a long journey, right? So they are the
Ma'am, full
cheapest.
night was taken.
Okay, and they're the cheapest carriers of bulky materials in large quantities over long distances. What do we mean by bulky materials, children? Do you have any bulky materials?
Ma'am, more.
No. Large
Ma'am,
quantities
bhari.
I already mentioned. Yes. Who said it?
Ma'am, Abhishek.
Good, Abhishek. Bulky means heavy. What's the meaning of bulky? Heavy materials, right? Transporting heavy materials is very easy with the help of trains, and that over long distances, right? And neither the quantity matters. You can send in as many quantity as you want, right? The Western Europe and East Central USA have the densest network of railways. Densest means a lot of railways go on, and this is because these are the most heavily industrialized regions in the world with a
Ma'am,
high.
someone mic is open.
Please keep your mic off, right? They have the densest network of railways because they are the most industrialized region of the world with a high rate of economic development and a large number of urban centers. Because a lot of industries are there, urbanization is happening. That's why they need to require transfer more, goods and services to different parts of the country. That's why they have a dense network of railways. Dense means a lot of railways are there, a lot of railway lines, a lot of trains are there. Okay. And if we talk of India,
And ma'am, India is the second largest railway
in the
network
world,
in Asia.
No, ma'am, in Asia.
yes, India has the second largest railway network in Asia. The northern plains with their level land and high population density, rich agriculture and large number of industries have the maximum concentration of railway lines in the country, right? So these are the reasons they have given it. Why do we have the maximum number of railway lines in the country, right? Okay, now the steam engines of the past have now been replaced with diesel and electric engines. You people have seen a steam engine? Steam engine?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. I name WAP 0.75
Anji?
diesel.
Okay. You must have not seen the steam engines because by the time the people came up, the people must have grown up. So the use of steam engines was completely stopped. So yeah, you might have seen them in pictures and all. Do you know who invented the steam engine?
Yes, ma'am.
Who invented the steam engine? Name the inventor. Have you heard the name of James Watt?
Ma'am, what?
James Watt.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's the one who invented the steam engines, right? Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So India has the second largest railway network in India. Now we also do not use steam engines. Instead of using steam engines, we use what?
Diesel and electric engines.
Diesel and electric engines, right? And it is good for the environment. Is it good for the environment to use electric engines instead of steam engines?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, it
What
Does not
diesel
pollution,
make
ma'am?
pollution. Ma'am, pollution is the factor.
Pollution. Ma'am, air pollution.
Right, because steam engines used to create a lot of what? A lot
air
of
pollution.
air pollution, right?
Air
That
pollution.
and you know what? The lot of n number of industries and the use of steam engines and the increasing use of steam engines have been the major cause of the great smog of London. If you have heard of it, have you heard of it?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
The great smog.
Ma'am, I think in I think in foreign countries, steam engine is now also.
There are few of them. They are not using it now. Most of them have stopped the use of steam engines. In a few, only one or few places it might be going in use, but now they don't use it
Ma'am,
much.
I think in UK it is.
They have also stopped, or they are also using diesel. Okay. Now, if we talk about waterways, then waterways are the cheapest means of transport, most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods, right? Was the cheapest modes of transport for heavy and bulky goods, children?
Waterway.
Waterways.
Now you'll be like, ma'am, Abhija, you said it is railways. Now you're saying it is waterways. Isn't it confusing?
Ma'am, I do not sit in ship.
I haven't ever sit in a ship.
Ma'am, because we can't put everywhere railways.
Because railway
Hmm.
lines are not everywhere, right? So for inland, so we can go with the railway thingy. But if we have to do it overseas, then the waterways are the cheapest means of transport carrying heavy and bulky goods, because we know very well we cannot transfer or we cannot send the heavy and bulky goods via plane, right, kids? Can we do that?
Yes, ma'am.
We can do
No, ma'am.
that.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we can
No,
do.
ma'am.
No, you cannot.
Ma'am, but in not a large quantity.
Yes.
Ma'am, it is a limit of within a maximum weight.
Exactly, you cannot do that because there's a limit. You cannot take it in large quantities, right? So, waterway is the most suitable for transporting heavy and bulky goods. Another advantage of water transport is that it uses existing routes like rivers and seas, right? And we are not consuming any, we are using just the existing routes. We don't need to make any specific routes for these or anything as such like that. We just need harbors. That's it. Okay. So, international trade is carried on mainly through water transport. Waterways are of two types. One is inland waterways, and the other is oceanic routes. Inland waterways is being basically is being done with the help of the rivers which we have, right? And these include navigable rivers, lakes, and canals through which things can be transported. Mechanized boats and steamers are some of the examples of it, right? Are used to carrying passengers and cargoes across the inland waterways. Okay, the Great Lakes St. Lawrence waterways in North America is the largest and the busiest inland waterway in the world. If we talk about India, in India, we do not have many busy inland waterways, right? So, the busiest inland waterway in the world, and the Rhine is the most important waterway in Europe. The lower course of Nile is an important waterway in Africa, and in Asia, the Ganga Brahmaputra serves as an important inland waterway. It's only the Ganga Brahmaputra basin which serves as an important inland waterways. Otherwise, we are not very much into we don't do it a lot with the waterways. Yes, oceanic routes are very significant for us. Oceanic routes are the cheapest means of carrying heavy and bulky goods from one continent to another, because we know our country earns a lot with the help of exports, right? So international traders largely
ma'am.
depend on the oceanic routes. That's where the Britishers, the Portugals, right? The French, they all have come to India from. And the important ocean routes are, first one is North Atlantic route. Next we have the Mediterranean Suez Indian route. Next we have Cape of Good Hope route, the Panama Canal route, and the South Atlantic route, right? So ocean transport is cheapest. The first route is the North Atlantic route, which connects eastern part of North America with the Western Europe, right?
Europe.
Can you see it? It's connecting North America with Europe. Now just keep in mind the picture of the map, world map. Close your eyes and think of the world map. It connects North America from Europe. Okay. Next is the Mediterranean Sea Indian and overseas route. It is the second most important sea route. It connects Europe with East Africa,
East
South
Africa.
Asia, Australia, and Far East. Next, we have Cape of Good Hope route. It links Western Europe with the West African countries. Next, we have Panama Canal route. It connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. And the South Atlantic route consists of Western Europe with eastern parts and certain part of America. Now I'll show you these routes on a world map, which will make it easier for you to understand it. Okay. Yeah. Just for a minute, I think now maybe you'll be able to see it. Yeah. Can you see this one? Can you see this one? This picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see how you can see the Panama
Yes,
Canal
ma'am.
route, right? The South Atlantic route connecting America with Europe, right? The Canadian and North Atlantic route connecting the North America with Europe, right? Now the Cape of Good Hope. Can you see the Cape of Good Hope?
Yes, ma'am.
It's connecting, the Europe from other like Australia and other parts of Asia, right? Then we have the South Atlantic route, which connects Rio de Janeiro to London, like or to New York, or to the North Atlantic route. Can you see these routes,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Here also they have given that how they connects different. I think that was the best one which I showed you, right, kids? It was very clearly
Yes, ma'am.
visible in that, right, kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm just ending this here. Yeah, so these are the few routes which I wanted to tell you about, and I think I have shown you as well. So some of the important ports. What do you mean by port, children? What's the meaning of port?
Ma'am, where ships?
Station.
When ships are came.
Yes,
Station.
ma'am.
Like
Ship station, you can say a port or
No
somewhere
ship
ships
station.
are released, right? So some of the important ports of the world are New York, Los Angeles, London, Rio de Janeiro, Cape Town, Mumbai, Tokyo, and Hong Kong. So this was all about the waterways. Have you understood it till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's completely
ma'am.
finish airways today as well. Airways provide the fastest means of transport, although we know that it is the most expensive as well.
Expensive.
Is it expensive, children? What do you think?
Yes, ma'am. Very expensive.
It is
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
no, ma'am.
very, very expensive, right? Okay. Yeah. So then it depends greatly on the weather conditions, storms, rains. Like right now, how's the weather today, children? It's quite foggy. Do you think
Foggy.
it's good for air travel today?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Air travel today,
No, ma'am.
right? No, it is not. Okay. So for remote and inaccessible areas, however, airways are the best mode of transport, right? The areas where we cannot go, which are remote areas, right? So in that areas, you might have seen whether there's a flood, there's any natural calamity in those places, these people transport food and other necessary products with the help of helicopters, right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
And helicopter is a part of
Airways.
airways, right? So for remote and inaccessible areas, however, airways are the best mode of transport. The major cities of the world are connected through airways. Now we have two types of flights, domestic flights and international flights, right? You might have noticed that. You know this? There are domestic flights and
Yes,
international
ma'am.
flights, domestic airways and international airways. With the help of domestic airways, right? People travel from one place to another in their own country with the help via plane. But in international
Yes,
airways
ma'am.
carries passengers and cargo to other countries. It's just a difference of that. Simple, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Next
Yes,
is
ma'am.
the greatest volume of air traffic. Air traffic, what do you mean by air traffic, children?
Ma'am, this when weather. Ma'am,
When a lot of the area where a lot of planes
bird.
travel, right? That's known as
Okay,
air
ma'am.
traffic, right? So the greatest volume of air traffic is found in the USA, followed by West European countries like UK, France, and Germany. Russia, India, Japan, Australia, South Africa, and Brazil also have important domestic and international air routes. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, some of the important international airports of the world are located in New York, Chicago, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, London, Paris, Berlin, Rome, Moscow, Rio de Janeiro, Cairo, Tokyo, Singapore, Delhi, and Mumbai. Clear?
Really, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think the transport thing is very clear to you. It's easy. I do agree, children. But at the same time, it is very, very, very important. I'm telling you, questions from this part will come for sure. They can come like explain the importance of airways, importance of railways, which is the fastest means of transport, why airways are better than railways. The such kind of questions can also come. So, in able to answer these
Okay.
questions, you need to learn and understand this properly. Okay, right?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
ma'am, our final exam are online.
Abhi, so we do not know anything. Whatsoever will be the thing, you will be informed about it, beta. Whether they are going to be online or they're going to be offline. And
Ma'am, after this we will do history.
after this, we'll do history, right? Yes. And please, children, one very, there's one suggestion for you people since you're using screen a lot now. There are some specs which are available in the market. I have also got one made for myself. Those specs protect your eyes from the harmful UV rays. Right?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
forgetting the name which we call them as. Try to get them for you.
Blu-ray lenses.
And
Blu-ray lenses.
Yeah, UV lenses. So, children, it will be better for you, right? Even you can get them
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the lenses of your only. Okay, it will be better for you. And the way Sushant is sitting, please don't sit this manner. Keep your back straight. Otherwise, your back will be hunched like this only. I'm telling you honestly, with my experience, I'm telling you, you'll start having pain in your neck, in your back. So don't hunch like
And
this.
my eyes were paining.
They'll do that. It will happen, no? So just try. We must take all the precautions we could. Try to first and the foremost thing is to sit straight, which is very, very, very compulsory. Okay? Sit straight. Keep your back straight. Okay? Sushant? Got it? Right. Now let's talk about communication. We have just read about media, which was all about communication only, right, kids? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Sushant, pay attention. Talk later. Okay. So as we know that communicate, and why do you bend over, Krishna? Why you bend over like that? Where have you kept your laptop or your device? Keep it at a perfect distance so that you don't need to bend over to see it. Okay. Now, communication involves sending and receiving messages and ideas. In the early days, messages were sent through birds and also through human messengers. But now do we use the same? Do we use the same now? Tell me, kids, do we use the same now? Siddharth,
And what?
do we use pigeons and humans to send our messages now? Tell me, hurry up. Yes or no?
Ma'am, not now. Ma'am,
No,
not
we
now.
don't use it now. In the ancient time, they were used, right? But with the improvement of the
Yes, ma'am.
transport system, communication between different people and even different countries became a lot more easier, right? The inventions of telegraph and telephone are the introduction of mail brought about a major change in the field of communication. The invention of the printing press made it possible to communicate through books, magazines, and tell me, who will tell me? Hurry up, tell me. The development of radio and television helped in communicating with many people simultaneously. Means at one go you can talk to many people. Right now, I'm taking a class of 7 or 8 or 20 people. It won't go only with the help of development in these things, right? They entertain.
Yes, ma'am.
They provide information, education, entertainment, all through the audio and visual media, right? सब कुछ audio visual media दोनों से दिखाते हैं, सिखाते भी हैं. The most recent developments have been the use of satellites and radar. The revolutionized can improve, right? Can send the internet any topic is a source of sorry. Yes. Yeah. Yes, they were like. Now, the most recent developments have been made by using satellites and radar. You know what are satellites, children? You know what's a satellite?
And which provide the signals.
Yes, right. Right, children? Like it's because of this only, no?
Yes, ma'am.
It's only because of what do we call the satellites only we are able, right? It's only because of satellites that we are able to get televisions, we are able to get the live updates, right? We can see televisions live and everything live. The introduction of computers have revolutionized the communication system, right? Like this computer now internet has become come like a revolution which has completely changed everything, right? Isn't it, children? Do you agree with me, Krishna?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So now emails can be sent. Emails can send in messages instantly through a computer, and the internet is a source of information on almost any topic. Now, no matter whatever topic has been given, we are easy to get information on that with the help of internet. And otherwise, we have to keep dig our hair deep in the books when we used to get it. Communication is of two types: personal and mass. Personal communication is used between two people or when a few people are involved. The means of personal communication include post office, telegraph, teleprinter, telecommunication, fax, and email. Whereas mass communication means communication with, right, a lot of people. This we have just read, children. The
Ma'am, we
previous
just
chapter, right?
we just several people at time.
Exactly. We have just read about personal mass communication. They have given it again, right? So the world today has become a small place, and that's why people also say that now the world has become a global village. Why do we call it a global village now, children? Why do we call it a global village? Tell me. It's a global village now. We can very like and in a village people used to very easily go places, communicate with everyone. Now we can do that globally. We can talk to anyone. We can send stuff to anyone. We can do anything around the globe very easily, just one click away, right? The world has become a small place. Distances have shrunk. Information is at our fingertips, and communicating with anybody, anywhere in the world is just a what? It's just a click away, right? Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So use the picture, answer the following question. Identify this means of communication, children. What is it? Oh my god, very difficult it is.
Ma'am, mobile phone.
This is a mobile phone. Is it personal or is it a means of personal mass communication?
Personal.
Very good. Next is name different varieties of the instrument that are in common use.
Ma'am.
Tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
What, ma'am? Tell me the answer, beta.
Ma'am, can you tell the meaning of the question?
They're saying name the different
Ma'am,
varieties
can
of
you,
instruments that are. What are different varieties of mobile phones we have?
ma'am, can you please
Cell
tell again the
phone,
question?
touch screen, keypad.
Touch screen, keypad, different
Ma'am,
Hanji, wait a minute. Yes, Krishna.
ma'am, can you please tell again the question because I have disconnected, ma'am, because
I
of
can
poor
see
network
clearly on the
connection.
screen. Can you see it? Name the
Ma'am,
different
what?
varieties. It's on the screen, bache. Third one. Name the different varieties of
Yes,
the
ma'am.
instruments that are in common use.
Touch screen, keypad.
Nowadays, most of the people are using a touch mobile phones, right? And there are many varieties: mobile phones, telephones, right,
Yes, ma'am.
etc. What are the advantages in field? What are its advantages in fields of communication? You can write in 100 word of a
We
500
can
word
send
essay on this,
email
right?
directly.
Right, children? So the chapter has been
Yes, ma'am.
completed. I'm giving you 2 minutes, right? Take 2 minutes, go through the entire chapter, and please tell me if you have any doubt anywhere. Take 2 minutes, everyone. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Take these 2 minutes. Sushant, keep your video on. Utkarsh, Ayushi, Krishna. But you keep your video on.
Ma'am,
Minutes.
ma'am, my is on.
Very good, Krishna. Take these 2 minutes and please tell me if you have any doubt in the chapter.
Okay, ma'am.
Very good.
Ma'am, can you again tell the meaning of bulky goods?
Heavy goods.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, the highway, ma'am, which connect, ma'am, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, ma'am, that's funny known as, ma'am, golden quadrilateral.
That is the one which is known as the Golden Quadrilateral Highway, right? The highway which connects Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. Okay.
Okay.
So, Shant, any doubts or is it all clear? When I ask questions, I want each one of you to give me answers. Sushant has left the meeting. I think only 3 of you are left in the meeting.
I understand all. Ma'am, easy.
So let's, Ayushi, is it all clear? Utkarsh,
Yes, ma'am.
all clear? Can we do the exercises
Yes,
now?
ma'am.
Let's do the exercise, beta. Chaliye. The first one is, which of the following activities is least likely to be practiced in a city? Yes, Utkarsh?
Ma'am, agriculture.
Very good. Next one is for Krishna. You will give me the answer to the next question. Dash has the highest density of road transport in the world.
Ma'am, USA.
USA, right? Yes, Utkarsh?
Okay.
Ma'am, answers. Ma'am, next answer.
Wait a minute. Next answer will be given by Ayushi. Yes, Ayushi. Give us the answer of the third one. The Dash River in India is a major inland waterway.
Ganga.
Very good, Ayushi. Sushant, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So, Mr. Khare, the Rhone-Rhine Canal is located in Dash.
Ma'am, is it in Asia?
हाँ जी.
I'm gonna think and tell the answer.
Yes, Utkarsh, you tell us the answer.
Ma'am, Europe.
Europe is the correct answer. It's given here. You don't even need to think. It's given as it is in as many words. Next is for Krishna. Krishna, which of the following is an example of personal communication?
Ma'am, magazine.
Magazine is personal communication. The things
No,
depend-
ma'am. Ma'am, may I tell?
Ma'am, may I tell?
Yes, Sushant.
Ma'am, computer.
Computer will be the answer, right? Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Next is state.
Ma'am, can I give?
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
The first question is, say settlements are usually located in areas that have a favorable climate. Yes, Krishna. True or false?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Sushant.
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
Ma'am, what is the answer of MCQs first and second? I was disconnected.
You tell me your answer and I'll tell whether your answer is correct or not.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, agriculture.
First is agriculture.
Ma'am, first
correct.
MCQ.
Yes, correct, Sushant. Next is
Ma'am, is it USA?
yes, USA. Well done, Sushant. See, you know the answers. It's correct. Yeah. So the first true and false is, yeah, settlements are usually located in areas that have a favorable climate. Krishna will tell us is it true or false.
Ma'am, first one.
Yes, the first one.
Settlements are usually located in areas that have. Ma'am, true.
It is true. Next one will be answered by Ayushi. Ayushi, the Indian Railways commonly use steam engines. Ayushi?
True.
True. Krishna, true. Okay, what?
Ma'am, second one.
Yes.
Ma'am, false.
Why
It
false?
is false.
Why false?
Ma'am, because ma'am, diesel engines are used.
Because
Yes, ma'am.
okay, Sushant, waterways are the most expensive means of transport. True?
False.
False. They're the cheapest means of transport. Ayushi, can you hear me, bache? Ayushi, am I audible to you?
Sir.
Okay, Ayushi, then give us the answer of the fourth one. Fog is a great hindrance to air travel. True or false?
Ma'am, may I tell?
No, of course. Ayushi only will give the answer. And Ayushi has
Ma'am, Ayushi is not in the meeting.
Yes, of course, now you can tell.
Ma'am, true.
True, yes, it is true because right now we discussed this only. Today is very foggy weather and it is not suitable for air travel, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is fill in the blanks. Utkar, so Sushant, nomadic people live in dash settlements.
Ma'am, favorable.
Settlements are of two types. What are types of settlements, Sushant?
And just a second.
Should not be taking a second also in the answer of this question. They're so easy.
Ma'am, temporary and
I'm not
permanent.
getting.
Written nomadic settlements, nomadic people live in temporary settlements. So easy it is, bache. Sushant, what
Okay.
happened this time? Why not able to give the answers?